Hello. So we are going to be waiting for more people to join the call. We need more people to join the call, please. Okay. So we'll be starting. Here we have about five listeners in the call, at least five listeners. Okay. One more. We need one more listener to start the call. I hope you can all hear me. Please, if you can hear me, please send a sticker or emoji in the group. If you can hear me clearly, please send an emoji into the group. Okay. Okay. Cool. Cool. So we need one more person before we start. Just one more person. Okay. Great. Great. Yeah. We're waiting for one more person to join the call so we can get started. Sure. Oh, okay. Save your questions. Save your questions. We are going to have a session for that. We have time for your questions. Yeah. So let's just get started. Yeah. So we don't want to keep you guys waiting. So first thing is we are going to be I'm going to make a summarize of the events that we actually went to in the name of Dripper. So just last week alone, we went to two big events here in Africa. So and one of the events, Vitali actually came to one of the events. Yeah, not he didn't come physically, he actually came virtually. So we were also able to, get in touch and connect with some big minds. Okay, so the main purpose of being a businessman, all right, or a project is to get more network. Okay, to increase your network. So that is the main purpose of us, attending those events in the name of Dripper, and also, so I believe everyone saw this tweet um, regarding us make reach for Dripper. So we're distributing some flyers. Everybody can check the group to see that. So we're distributing some flyers to that actually explain the details about Dripper in simple words. So that's just what we went to the event for. So and it was eventful, yeah. So we were able to get good responses from big names, including some government officials. So literally in the future, Dripper is going to be licensed by some governments, okay, some government organizations, and we are working towards that. Yeah. So also we are working towards registering Dripper in other countries. So we are looking into registering Dripper in the UK or in Dubai, all right, in UAE. So out of both countries, we should be able to get a license for Dripper Foundation. All right. So for new guys sorry, for new members of the community, so I'm going to begin a quick introduction to Dripper Foundation and the ecosystem of Dripper. So Dripper is a social network, a decentralized social network. that actually rewards people for interacting with other users. All right. So if you make a drip, which we all know as post, okay. So in Dripper, it's known as drip, just like we have tweet in Twitter. So and then a user actually likes that post or comments under that post. So the user actually earns AE, which we know as activity energy. It's a point system that is being rewarded to every user on the network when they engage with other users. So this particular AE can be used for various things, which we are going to talk more on other drip talks. So we are going to be building some things we are going to be integrating AE with, and it's going to be rewarding for everyone, including we, the founders. So you'll be able to use AE for different purposes, even without the need for Dripcoin, right? So currently we are building a waitlist app, which is actually a waitlist for the mainnet for Dripper. So now I believe most of us here actually know what we know as mining app. So we're actually following the same concepts to actually attract user base to Dripper Foundation. So this mining app is going to reward users in AE. So you mine AE as well as it doesn't stop there actually. So there are some activities in this same waitlist app that actually rewards you in stable coins. All right. So it rewards you in USDT, USD, just name it, stable coins. Yeah. So it's going to reward you if you complete those tasks. So that's one of what we are working on. So it can attract more user base to Reaper. So and then we are also working on a certain thing which is actually the main focus of Dripper, and it's one of the solution we're actually bringing into the space. All right. So it's called DriipTalk. Right. So now you are using a social media. It is very essential for you to have a username, right? So but Dripper is a decentralized social media, and then the fact is you need something decentralized to actually use a decentralized network. So to join the network, you need a decentralized username, okay, which we all know popularly as Web3 domain, right? So, but in Dripper, it's called DriipTag. So, a function that actually supports DriipTag, and we are going to be talking more on that in the future. But the main purpose of DriipTag is also to attract more user base to Dripper and also to, proclaim the name for tractions and also to start gaining revenue into our organization, right? So that will not only, you know, build the projects to be more bigger, it is also going to help the price of our token, our native token, Dripcoin. So we have a plan that we are putting in place for that. So I'm going to be opening the floor for questions now, so that we can ask the questions based on the overview I just gave. So if you have any questions, I'll be able to talk more on that. So if you have questions, you can raise up your hands now or just text into the group. Okay, I'm going to start with that. So Swedish House asked a question. He said about paying via interaction. Is there any minimum limit to withdrawal? Yes, at the moment we are actually in a beta phase, and then we're actually limiting users to a particular amount they can actually withdraw, so that it won't affect algorithm, because we actually have a pre-allocated token for this. All right, okay. So that is why it's still limited. So in the minute app, it's not going to be limited. It's going to be based on your activity standard. Yes, Musen, we are going to send the summary of Dripper on X. Yeah, we are going to start making some threads to explain that to the community. Okay, Lucas asked a question. He asked, which strategies will you use in addition to the launch of the main application to achieve the large increase in the volume of users projected for the end of the year? Yeah, I actually explained two of that already. So now, like I said, the waitlist app is like a mining app, and then a main purpose, like you can actually earn AE, which is the activity energy, for free just by claiming it every day, and which is you can also claim some more bonuses, as well as you can be able to earn drip tag even for free if you are lucky. That's but the purpose is you to earn faster and to grow, your AE wallet faster. You need to refer your friends, right? So that is one particular strategy at which we are going to be adopting to, bring more people to know more about Dripper, and then it's going to increase our user base before the actual mainnet app is actually released. I hope you understand that. So now, in terms of the drip tag, it's we are going to be using some airdrops, which is actually going to be limited, and most of that is going to go to our holders and our community. The rest to X. So um, it's going to be our strategy at which we will be adopting for now. So we are going to be bringing more on board later on, but we're using this for now. So about the listing, yeah, we've been getting a lot of question, queries on that. Yeah. So now I will have to explain that listing Dripper at this moment is like a loss to the community, right? So as well as we are actually putting some things in place to make it more to make the traction even more better, because now let's say we actually release this waitlist app, and then we are able to get about, let's say, a 10K user or 100K user before the end of the year, right? And then we list the token. We are going to get more positive results than listing it now when we don't have, something to prove to the community. So that is the reason why there's still a hot on the listing. So we are still halting it for now. I hope you understand that. So it's due to the experience, the stage at which we are in. That is the reason why we halted, and so it won't be a loss. Just paying and then getting a short time or a temporary surge, then everything is going to crash. So we are trying to move away from that. All right, Swidges asked a question. He said, which traditional social network would Drip actually enclose to? As we know, habits are important for users, like they use Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. Which social network is the closest one we make out to Dripper? Actually, um we actually bring in the best features from all social medias that you actually love. Yeah. So although we are not copying them because we don't want to be backlashed about copying any social media, but we actually bringing out the best feature from them. But the best one we can say we are close to is Facebook. Yeah, we are really close to Facebook. Yeah, very, very close. Okay, since most projects that create stablecoins fail, either due to developmental failures or by regulation, how will you make DUSD work, and what incentives will be created for the use of DUSD? Actually, we are not launching DUSD now. Okay, that will be after drip chain has been launched. So we are just going to be using external stablecoins for now, like USDT or BUSD, which is the Binance stablecoin. All right. So BUSD, not DUSD. I think you had that wrong actually. Yeah, Bentley actually explained that it is due to the stage at which we are in currently, so it's on pause. All right. All right. I'm waiting for more questions. Okay. Lucas asked a question regarding listing also. Why don't we list in small exchanges first for volume increase? The application we have today is a little pushes users away little. Will you improve the performance of the main application? Exactly. That's what we are working on. We are working more on development, and we see that being the fact that we are still in the beer market, we have a lot to actually prove to be able to attract more investors, and then we are working on building our user base more and before spending more on listings. That is going to take even like more funds away from the system. So we are looking into the best way, possible ways that we can actually use to keep growing Dripper and not just die off in the road. You understand? Yeah, yeah. We are actually focusing Dripper on creators. Actually, we are focusing Dripper on creators. Yeah, regarding the liquidity, it's actually because of drip chain. However, we don't have a specific decision yet, so we are going to announce that later. Yeah, so we are going to discuss that on more on the next drip talk. We're going to discuss that on the next drip talk. Waiting for more questions, please. Okay, I think that's is a question for Spend Digital Labs. Actually, we are always developing. Like I said, even based on the fact that the mainnet app is actually going to take a lot of time for it to be ready, but we don't want to just keep the community waiting before then. So that's the reason why we want to launch this waitlist app to even bring more users into the system before the mainnet app is ready. So the waitlist app is actually what we are building currently. We are spending a lot on development. We are bootstrapping, not getting from funds from everywhere, anywhere. We are spending funds from our own pocket, even from our own private company. Okay, so because Dripper is actually a vision, it's something that we ourselves want to make use of. That's why we are, building Dripper continuously. We've been building this for a couple of years now. Yeah. Yes, of course. Bentley, we are going to work on that. Yes. Lucas, you are actually free, yeah. You are actually safe, yeah. You are safe. Get into the Reaper, but it's your choice, yeah. I hope you actually understand how crypto markets works. So I think you should kind of make your own decision from there. So I think let me just throw this out to the public. Just like Spend Digital Ops just said. So we will be selling some of our private equity. So if you are interested, just send a DM. All right. If you're interested, just send a DM. We'll be selling our private equity. The equity is different from the token. It's different from Dogecoin. It's different from Activity Energy. It's like owning a part of Dripper Foundation. Dripper Foundation is the organization behind Dripper and all of its ecosystem. So if you're interested to become a shareholder, you can send a DM. It's going to be explained. It's going to be clarified in DM. Just send a DM. Okay, so Musin asked, what development work are we doing now? I can understand. So tired. Is DRP still normal? Yeah, DRP is still going up. No problem with DRP. We are still building based on DRP. And then what we are doing currently is development. Just like what Reaper is about. Develop, develop, develop. So once development is ready, we are going to start marketing. All right. So especially for DriipTalk, so we are planning on spending some funds on DriipTalk to promote it because it's very, very essential. So that's what we are actually planning currently. Okay, okay. Um mm, okay, Lucas, DriipPad is a launch pad for Reaper Foundation, just like Pinksil. Yeah. So that's how it works. It's our launch pad. Yeah, yeah, Swedish house. We are always motivated. Yeah, we're always motivated. Even before we launched, we've been building this for 4 years, yeah. It's our vision. It's what we are doing. Yes, projects using Dripad, we have their brand page on Dripper, and then if they have, if they are able to clear, if you are able to docs, clear all the badges, so they might be able to get a verified badge, probably on Dripper, probably. And they actually we have a function on Drip Swap V2, which actually also has a verified badge. So any project which is verified on Dripper could actually get a verified badge for their token on Drip Swap V2. So all those things is going to be shared on other DriipTalk, depending on how milestone actually is, because our roadmap is actually shifting based on the current the market space. So we don't just want to launch a project without seeing if how the market will react to it. So that is the reason why we are kind of changing in one way or the other. So, but everything is targeted at launching the mainnet app. All right. If you have more questions, you can ask now before we have about 6 minutes left. If you have any other questions, please ask. 6 minutes left. More questions can come in. Like I said, a meaning for Dripper. You mean the name Dripper itself? Yeah, Dripper is actually a concept of what? Yeah, droplets, droplet of water. So that is the reason why we are using the concept of activity energy. You mint little by drops. So that's what Dripper is. Droplet, Dripper, droplet of water. Um, Isa, we've actually answered the question. This is based on the market trend and our development speed, and we are actually developing fast, faster than other projects out there. More questions? You can ask all your questions now. You can ask all your questions now. If you have more questions, Lucas, you can ask them now. Don't hide them in. You are free.